Okay, it is the one and only Ronin the Traveler. Man, thank you guys for rocking out with the channel. One of the brothers in the group say, Ronin, can you please tell me a negative story about the Dominican Republic? Because you keep it in such high regard. So let me tell you something. I can give you some negative stories about the DR. I will share one tonight. It's embarrassing, but it's not really about the DR as much as it is about me. So let's get with this story time, man. This is crazy. Look, brother, I'm gonna answer it, man. This is a embarrassing story time on me, but it can happen. Now, look, let me explain to you, man. This is when I'm in Santo Domingo at my worst. I'm cutting up. I'm going to different clubs, talking to different chicks. I got a Dominican Cupid lineup and a Tinder lineup, plus my game just on the ground. And listen, I was definitely like a fat kid eating that cake. Like, I came to the DR with that American hookup culture, so I had so many women. And look, this is what cats don't understand. I was doing this in America. In America, it's even more easier than the DR because the women are just used to it. Like, I'm talking about when I get to DR, I'm talking about regular women. I ain't talking about no mangos. Listen. So I lined up, so I'm running rampant. But I tell you, brothers, by my favorite spot, MG Kitchen. I was going to eat. The MG Kitchen make this wonderful dish, man. This steak and Hawaiian rice. It is delicious. I got addicted to it. I was going like every other day. So on my travels to this place, man, I see the hostess. The hostess looked like Maya. Remember the singer Maya from the early 2000s, man? She was beautiful. She's still pretty right now. She's older, but she's pretty. But the singer looked like a young Maya. She had these big eyes, this wavy, curly hair, man. So I took a liking to her. So I tell a waiter who was my boy, I would give him good tips. And I said, look, I start trying to get my information on her. And he told me, oh, she ain't got nobody, man. She's cool. If you want to get with her, I'm going to tell her to come to the table and talk to you. And he told her, and she come over there, I'll let your boy. And we start talking. And I'm like, look, I like to bring you out. And look, this is one thing I do like about the DR, man. The women is just, man, they beautiful, they friendly. If they're not interested, they're going to tell you nicely. But she was like, yes, if you want to go out, we can go out. I took her to go see a movie. I took her to a nice restaurant, Don's. I tell you, that's his smell. You hear me talk about Don. We go to Don. So we starting to spend time together, man. And look, one night, she come to my spot with me. We at the spot, man. Look, but before we get to the spot, man, I bring her to get some liquor. She get this wine. She love red wine. We get the red wine. I get my whiskey, and we come back to the spot, man. I spark up a car. We sitting on the patio, man. It is just wonderful, man. I'm thinking all kind of songs in my head. We listening to some good music, and man, shorty gets up and she gives me shoulder rubs, man. And while she's giving me a shoulder rub, she's kissing me on my neck, and like she was putting her bid in to be number one. And she asked me, do you have any girlfriend? You know, these Dominican women are always trying to clamp you down. Now look, let me tell you something about me. I have a Decepticon for you brothers that grew up in the 80s. I got a Decepticon logo on my hand. Like, that tell you, like, look, I'm like that dude. You remember that song from the old days? Oh, I am the great pretender. I'm like, nah, I have no girlfriend. By the time I have 10, nah, I don't have nobody. And she's like, I want to be your girlfriend. And I said, look, son, yeah, it's good. I like you. And I really did like her. She could have took the game over right then and there. So after I agree with her that, yes, you could be my girlfriend, you're number one. And she'd give me a good massage on my neck. She go inside for a while. I'm like, what is my thing? No, I'm studying drinking. And she called me, Papi. No, I run in there with her, and she's in the bed watching TV, watching Netflix or something. She's in there. When I tell you, nothing on. And this was the weird thing. I did not feel any kind of just like, I didn't feel the wolf man. It's late at night. I'm drunk liquor. Something was wrong with me. I don't feel the action. I don't feel the rage. I don't feel that. I just don't feel it. And let me tell you, man, she's calling me and she's like, come here, Pop, come. So I go in the bathroom and I look at myself in the mirror and I'm trying to summon the werewolf. I'm in there been like, Shazam! Like, Shazam, come. Where you at? And man, these is true stories. I'm looking at myself, but I'm telling you, man, I was as soft as baby powder. I could not get the car to start. It was like trying to pull a lawnmower. It just would not start. And she's calling me so much that I just come in the room. I come in the room, I get in the bed, and she rubbing on me and she's like, Papi, está bien? No, está bien. I was like, yeah, I'm good, mommy. He's talking to my ear, and boy, you know that Spanish woman accent. Oh man, when they in your ear, and it wouldn't work. And it would not work. And boy, when I tell you, she went scuba diving. When she went scuba diving, messing with that pudding pop, and nothing happened. And let me tell you, when I tell you, she was like Pac-Man, gobbling, doing all kind of stuff to me, and it would not budge, man. I was so embarrassed. This is the worst thing that had happened to me. And look, I was just tired. It would not work. I could not turn to the wolf man. And when she come up under the cover, she was so disappointed. I could see it in her face. I was embarrassed. So I tried to hug her and she like pushed me away, and she turned around and just went to sleep. And man, I go to sleep too. That next morning, I wake up to her like grabbing her stuff real fast in the room. She grabbed everything and she hits the front door. And I'm like, mommy. She didn't even turn around and talk to me. She just leave, and I'm like, damn, man, I felt so bad, so embarrassed. I stayed in my room, my Airbnb room, for like 3 days. It took 3 days for me to recover. But what it was, man, I had been going crazy on Tinder. Look, I had a old lady at the time. I was dating a woman from the bank, and I had all kind of other women. Actually, I had told a woman from the bank how bad I was feeling. She come there to take care of me, give me some soup. And it took like 3 days, 3 nights. It took 3 days, 3 nights for me to resurrect. So my old lady was in the bed with me, and I'm telling you, man, that 4th day, he woke up. She's laying in the bed with me, and I'm hugging her, and he just jumped up and like, oh Lord, I came back regular, and me and her handled our business. But I'm telling you, man, I was so embarrassed. I didn't even go back to MG Kitchen for, man, I want to say a whole month. Look, I had text back and forth with the little chick, but man, she didn't really say too much. It was embarrassing. I didn't even want to go, man. Now listen, I go back to MG Kitchen after a while, and I come in there like Bobby Caldwell. Like, look, I guess you wonder where I've been, and search to find love within. I came back to let you know, kind of thing for you, and I can't let it go. I walk in the empty kitchen, man, people laughing at me, man. I was so embarrassed. I guess she had told everybody I couldn't handle my business. I told her, man, I grabbed my hand, I said, look, you can't give me another try. Look, this is real. I'm laughing because this is a real story, man. That's the one that's definitely embarrassing to me, man. I call it Whiskey D. Now listen, I get my revenge. Part 2 of this is called Ronin's Revenge. This gonna be on my members. Like, this is, I'm gonna do the part 2 after this, tell you what ended up happening with that situation, man. So look, man, we are out, man. This was just a bonus video I'm putting out there, man, because brother asked me if you want me to answer any of your questions or even tell your stories, man. Email me at Ronin the Wandering Traveler at gmail.com, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. All you haters, especially on DR, man, you go drive yourself. We out. Peace.